is the latest one we just made. Really nice CNC cut from the front to the back right here. You can see that it's super detailed. It goes pretty much on any paintball gun that you have, even your AR if you have one. Uh, this is the 9-inch version. We got the 12 one right here, 12-inch right there. Basically, there's a barrel nut. It comes with a barrel nut attached directly your upper. You can fashion with a sight if you want to grip at just at the little rail, and you're good to go. Benjamin, good to see you. Good to see all you guys. If you guys are coming out, announcement for an event this weekend too. Wasteland Paintball Event is on Saturday and Sunday at Giant Paintball Sport Park. It is not mag fed. It is hopper and magazine fed. So you guys coming out to West Coast. I would say this event probably one of the biggest paintball event in the West Coast this year because all the other ones are canceled. Even the Cave Nation usually happen during November. It's also canceled as well. So they were gonna do in December, but I don't. Things change, so they are not gonna do it this year for the Cave Nation. So they gonna push until next year. So you have a chance to come out. Probably this game, it's all Hopper magazine. So anything you have, use the box mag if you want to. You can use a pump. Anything you get in the arsenal, you can bring it out and have a great time. Phoenix, good to see you. Cripple, good to see you. So yeah, Handguard. This Handguard is pretty amazing. Let me show you really quick right here. So this is the one I put together right now. You can put a little rail on the top right here. You can do flip up sight, and you can add an angle full grip right here as well. So pretty much add on any gun that you have. It's a create a look. That's why I call it Lonewolf. This one I put a little the sound amplifier right here. Make it like a we call it a Lonewolf howler or howling. It is really loud. So if you want to create something different, something unique, customize your own way of style and setup, you can build anything you like. As far as adapter wise, you can go with any model. You can go with like a T15, Milsig 468, any gun that you have, you can attach directly onto it. It doesn't need much. The thing nice about this is that it comes with all the attachment you need, and you can attach them directly. You don't have to add on any adapters for the 468 T15. If you're using an M17 or a tactical marker, you're going to need to get an adapter to attach that on. If you're using a bolt, there is a mil spec bell nut adapter you can add on to. We are making one. We are making the adapter. If you do have the TMC, we are making an adapter for it well. So look out for in about a month or two. We got a lot of little upgrade that's coming out for all different markers that we put the two together. Any question that, give me a shout. I will answer any question you guys have. I'm gonna show you some markers right now on the different platform that we built. So just compare. This is the 12-inch version. I don't have a loose one, but I'll show you the 15-inch. There are three length. You have a 9, a 7. I'm sorry, a 9, a 12, and a 15 length version. So you're able to kind of grab onto that and able to attach it on any marker you get. All right, so compare side by side here. So that's different in length right there. All right, so the first gun I'm going to show you, this is the build that we put together. We call this the 468 Berserk. It has a suppressor recessed into the handguard. This inside part here is really look different setup. So you're able to kind of attach on different setup for it. So you can recess any type of setting you want. You want your barrel to be longer. You can get a longer extend out suppressor, or you can get one recessed. So which means that you can hide your suppressor completely inside if you want to, or you can extend it out and make the barrel longer. So give you all kind of look. I know accessory. It's one of the great thing about the different stuff you can get. You can pretty much add on anything you like. Just make it where it works out for you. So this is, of course, the 468. The next one, this one right here, this the same platform, but so the same setup, but we built on an M17. You can see right here, M17, we do have to add in that little adapter right there for you. So you want to put an M17, you need to add in that adapter so that way it will connect directly onto your gun. with the M17 right there. Of course, the flip up sight, it's an optional. You can add it on, or you can add in your ankle full grip right here, give you that setup right there, M17. All right, so I do have an option right here as well. Same build, just to show you that the compatibility of it. This option right here. David, good to see you. He has to do different animal dry entire shark. Oh man, I don't know about every single animal, but I'm pretty sure we can go through a few of them. Just depends on what's popular. I feel that it's more like a warrior at heart. The wolf, lone wolf specifically, it has a ring to it. So this is on T15. So T15 does need an adapter. You just thread in your um, barrel nut right there, and you're able to connect directly onto your marker without any problem at all. All right, guys, any question on that, give me a shout. I'm able to answer a question for you here. Like I said, it recess into the barrel, into the handguard, and you can extend out if you want to, or make it short. All right, so the next one right here, where we built one on this T15 as well. This one, where add on the 12, I mean, same length handguard, put in the Noveski sound amplifier. That way you can have a short barrel. And I'm thinking of doing the next one without exposing the barrel or the suppressor or the compensator. Just have the barrel inside only. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. Dusty, good to see you, bud. So this is like the setup that definitely a good one to go with. You can be short if you want to. You can do CQB or you can do like extended range. Just depends what you want to do. All right. I think I have the same build on the same build right here on the M17. Keep in mind you do need this barrel nut adapter. Okay, if you're gonna put this handguard on M17, you can see that there is a little step right here, the gap between the body and the handguard. It is very noticeable because M17 they have this little adapter, see a little clamp right there that keep that little adapter in place. So you pretty much get a decent setup when you add a little adapter in. But sniper wise, I think this handguard, it too good to see you. Antoine, good to see you. And so Antonio, good to see you. I'm sorry. And so the best setup on this handguard, I think, is the sniper setup because the length of it, it has that aggressive hunting look. So I'm going to show you guys the first one right here. This is built on the M17. It is long. All right, so long handguard. You can see the whole length is about 15 inches handguard right here. And you can see the little details, really super details on the handguard. There's a little forest going on here, and you got the front, and you got a howling moon going on. And this is on a 20-inch barrel, so the whole screen can cover this. So this right here, you can do a semi-automatic sniper setup. You can shoot first strike with this, or it depends on how well you like your M17. All right. Howling on the moon. Good one, Dusty. Let me see. Anybody have any question directly for me right here? Right there, Wasteland. All right, next one right here. On your M17, anyone who's doing M17, there's not that many cool sniper setup out there. A lot of people build this on an assault length. So this is kind of a long hammerhead sniper setup. If you have never seen this thing, this is the adapter we just made recently. We call this the long range adapter. So this lets you tilt the barrel up and down depend on your shot, right? So say you're having to shoot long range and you have to tilt the barrel like this. By doing that, your scope also goes up in the same angle. With this adapter, you can tilt the scope down like this right here, tilt it all the way down. So it compensates for that lift that you put in your barrel. So you actually see target when you are 100 yards away. So that's a limitation on our sports, right? If you're shooting a long range, and of course, to get that longer range, you have to tilt up the barrel a little bit to get that arch, to get the range. But by doing that, you can't really see your target through the scope. So with this adapter right here, you're able to tilt the scope downward and compensate for the arc. Absolutely amazing. If you're gonna shoot 100 yards, or I would say about 60 yards and up, you're definitely gonna need one of these. I use the HHA optimizer, and the most I get from that thing is probably about 30, 40 yards before you start losing, um, before I cannot able to see the target anymore because the range is low, and therefore when you actually go take a shot, you won't able to see a target. A lot of the 100-yard shot we did back then with our videos, we don't really shoot at, we don't really see the target. We actually shoot above the target, like about 10 feet. Since we're shooting a pole, it's up high. We aim the pole to hit the bottom of the pole. It's to show that we can take a target at a long range, and it is accurate. However, you're not going to be able to see the target without the proper adjustment of compensator. Can you get that from Mary? I have it right. Absolutely, you sure can. If you are, the nice thing about, obviously, the nice thing about with a compensator or adapter like this, once you tune in and you know your range, then you're pretty much good to go. With this right here, you have to tune into your gun. You have to know where it's all about shooting through repetition, through practice. You're gonna able to turn a simple tool into a deadly, I wouldn't say weapon, but a deadly rifle scope, whichever that you choose to do. All right. So this one, of course, 468, we built this on a bolt action instead of the semi, because 468 has a bolt action setup. You can grab this right here, and you're able to kind of control your rifle when you do a standing position, and to take a long range shot, or you want to use a bipod setup right there. So a long range shot, if you are going to do a long range shot, this is definitely the way to go as opposed to a semi-automatic setup. This is bolt action. A lot of people asking what's the difference between a semi and a bolt action. Why bolt action? Well, simply answer is when you chamber around in ready in the bridge and ready to fire, you are reducing all the turbulence in a firing cycle. You're focusing all the compression, all the energy just to propel the projectile out. Therefore, you're reducing turbulence, and you get much more consistency in the shot. Of course, consistency increase accuracy. So that's a difference in a normal firing cycle of a semi-automatic. The bolt has to drive the projectile into the chamber, and then during that cycle, have to get all the part of its compression fired around, and then some of its compression bring the bolt back into firing position. That process alone creates a lot of turbulence. Therefore, your shot it changes. And if you are doing it, say 20 feet away, that change won't make a difference. But if you're doing 50 yards, 100 yards away, that slight change, it's gonna get your shot off. You know, when you doing long range shooting, your breathing has to control. When you cannot shoot when you're breathing, when you have to hold your breath, fire, because just that slight movement will kind of move your target off, move your muzzle off, and then you miss the shot. So I mean, it's a different type of games, different type of shooting. Like, that's like you're shooting short range and long range. There's a lot of different practice and different shooting technique that you have to apply to get the most out of it. I guess any question, comment, concern on any of the gun and any of the setup we have, give me a shout. Let me know. We're able to kind of make that for you. And it's just making a small choice. Yes, Alvaro, we are making a shorter version Helix. I would say in a couple of months. I'm in the middle of doing the AK-12 right now. We're doing different handguard for it. We're doing. I got a couple of new buttstock that we are kind of making a simpler version that's coming out next couple of months. Trying to finish that first, and then go back and then finish up the Helix. So I have the design. I have the prototype been doing for like a couple of months now, but not really able to complete yet. So it's gonna finish pretty soon. So that is not the supremacy scope. It's a standard scope that we have. It's really good scope though. If you guys haven't seen the scope, we call the super sniper scope. You can shoot like say 200 yards away with the scope. With well, I mean, in combination with this scope and with this adapter, you can go all crazy. Shoot really far. The nice thing about this scope is the eye relief. It's beautiful. So you can wear a scope, I mean, wear a mask, and you can be like about 4 or 5 inches away and can still see, look down. Some of the scope that if your eye relief is not great, you have to put so close to the scope. It's terrible. Especially in a sport, you have to wear goggles and you want to able to see the target downrange when you are shooting it. I guess any questions? Yeah, any lone wolf on the vortex? Yes, we have not gotten to it yet, but we are, Christopher. We're gonna build on vortex on Blizzard. Probably not Blizzard. We didn't like the adapter that's on the Blizzard, so we're gonna build on the vortex and the bolt for this handguard. So we're going through it. There's a lot of things going on, so we're gonna try to catch up there. All right, guys. Any question? Give me a shout, guys. Let me check my trusty handheld device here to see anybody have any questions, so I can answer them for you. Let's see here. No question here on my machine. All right, looking good. All right, I think it looks like everybody's up to date. I guess any question, give me a shout. I can be reached at just email me kt@mcsus.com. If you are going to the event this weekend, I'll see you out there this weekend. Wasteland Pinball event. It's gonna be at Giant Pinball Sport Park. I'll be out there for Saturday. We'll be out centers. You want to come out, check out, say hi. Love to have you out there. And then if you need anything as far as question wise, give me a shout. Visit our website, mcsus.com. Hit the chat button. I will answer any question you have, or just hit me Facebook directly, and I'll chime in and we'll how much is the eye relief? This on this one, you get about a good 4 or 5 inches eye relief on the scope that we have. So I don't know about other scope. This one has great eye relief. Like I said, eye relief let you look down the scope from a distance of a couple inches. That's great. Like I said, you don't want to be right next to the sight. It's gonna be really hard to aim. Plus, when you're actually taking a shot, you want to be comfortable. And with a goggle, you want to be as comfortable as possible if you're gonna be looking down the scope for a while, right? You can have just scope about this. Yes, I'll bring out there. Benjamin, give me a shout, and I'll bring out there for you. Like, tomorrow, I'll start packing it, and I'll be out there on Saturday morning. I'll be there probably between 8 to 9. I'll be there about 8:30. Like I said, this is gonna be a great event. Michael, where is your shop located? We are in Vista, California, north of San Diego. So we're like in between LA and San Diego. It's an hour of both directions. You want to go where we are, it's an hour from LA and then an hour from San Diego. So kind of we situate ourselves right in between. So either county can come to us. I guess anything else, give me a shout. Love to see you guys at the event this weekend if you are able to come out. If not, I'll catch you guys at another event. If you need me, you know where I am. Just hit me up and able to answer any question you have, any problem at all. Give me a shout. Again, thanks you guys. Thank you for being part of the show. Love other question or comment. Give me a shout. You need something. Take care. Have a good evening. Can you make a video about scopes? I'm planning to. I'm planning to do a long range video next couple weeks and kind of show you guys how to zero in your scope, doing shots, adjustment, and so on. I haven't got a chance to kind of get a good uh, location to do a long range shot because paintball field, when I go to field, they have things going on, so you can spend like an hour on there, set things up. So I've been looking for a good place to shoot. I think I found one, so I'm planning to do some really long range shot for you guys, do some great videos. All right, guys, have a great evening. Okay, when Hurricane Nicholas, Hurricane is not coming back. I'm working right now to get all the parts in production again, the spool valve, the trigger frame, and some of the components to make to build the gun again. Tipman discontinued the was it the tip and phenom? Yeah, they different. Yeah, they did discontinued tip and phenom, so we don't have certain components right now. I have to kind of work with them to see if we can bring that back. I think it's a great platform. It's unfortunate that they discontinue and we're kind of hanging dry and now like everybody else. So if you can find a tip and phenom at a pawn shop, at a flea market, or any kind of swap meet, grab it because it's you're not gonna be able to get any more of those. They're great platform, especially with the Lockbow box mag combo. That's primo for the best setup you can get as far as MagFed goes. I mean, there's a system out there, but as far as other system having a lock bolt, no, not like that. It doesn't really add up to it. Especially you can get a Phenom with an E grip in there. Oh, it's beautiful. So look out for it. But guys, any question, give me a shout. You can come out to the event. I'll see you this weekend. Okay, take care. Have a good evening.